no excuses. We played pretty bad, and came out flat, and that's all. Coach always has to point the thumb when the team comes out flat. So I didn't feel like we had, for whatever reason, you could blame it on a lot of things, but we talked about it in our pregame scouting meeting of being mentally tough enough to be able to recenter after a hard-fought weekend, emotional weekend, being able to, get back to the middle and give everything we got against a good Coastal team that was going to be a heck of a challenge. And they flat out outplayed us, out-hit us, out-pitched us, out-coached us, did all the things. So we'll have to make the adjustment tomorrow. We were hitting ground balls against a sinkerball pitcher. We weren't doing a good job of elevating the ball, and the ball was carrying tonight for the first time in a long time, it feels like, and so didn't have a great approach of making those pitches be up, and too many weak contact ground balls, too many strikeouts, and then obviously too many free passes on the mound. That bit us. I think we had double-digit walks and hit by pitches combined. So we'll just need to come out tomorrow and treat Presbyterian like it's the biggest game on our schedule, because it is. It's the next one, and when we get to the field tomorrow, and today will be the most important game that we're playing this season, and we'll need to come out and get back to our standard of how we play and see what happens.
Questions for Coach? With Purify's absence of the starting nine, was that more of a matchup thing, or is it something that maybe starts an injury?
No, Purify's a good matchup against anybody. We got 11 guys, and just felt like he played so hard over the weekend that it'd be a good day to give him a rest. But that was a terrible decision, obviously. And we got 11 hitters that we're trying to rotate through, and so somebody has to sit out. Two guys have to sit out all the time, and today it was Crichton and Purify, and tomorrow it'll be two more, and that's not even mentioning Jay Dillard and TP Wentworth and Josh Castellani and other guys who deserve opportunities as well. But those 11 guys that have been getting the majority of the at-bats, just want to keep guys going and keep them in the mix and rest guys once in a while. But JP was ready to go, and none of the guys ever want to come out. So he'll be in there tomorrow.
Coach, TP Wentworth as well has been able to come out of the bullpen a little bit and give you guys some support as well as playing in the field a little bit. What does that do for you guys down the stretch, knowing that you kind of have a little bit of a two-way player with him?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a phenomenal two-way player. I think his best years are ahead of him. I could see him even morphing into a Caden Bryce type, where he's a middle-order hitter, playing center field here someday, and also able to be a significant innings pitcher as well, whether that's a high leverage relief role or it's a starter role. But I think he's got that type of potential when it's all said and done. Not this year, obviously, but I think that's in his future. And the more he gets out there, the better he gets. And so we just got to keep running him out there. And really like his swing and his physicality, and he doesn't look like most freshmen. So we got to keep giving him opportunities, because he's got a lot of talent and a very bright future.
Coach, 12 free bases tonight, by the way, hit by pitch or walks. Just what's your thoughts about that, and what's the message to the pitching staff?
My thoughts on that are that is not the recipe for winning. That is the recipe for giving up a lot of runs. And it's certainly playing with fire, and we've flirted with that a bit. It's been an area of focus for us, and when we pitch really well, we're very stingy in the freebies category, or walks are low, or hit by pitches are 0 or 1 or 2, and we're playing very good defense, and that's when we're pitching at our best. But giving guys a lot of opportunities to come out of the pen and see what they can do, and our starters. You know, the recipe's very simple. When we minimize those things and keep our walks per 9 innings closer to 3 versus closer to 4 or over 4, then good things happen for us. So it's a goal for us every single game to keep walks and hit by pitches at 3 or less, and obviously we came nowhere near that. And some of our games where we've given up the most runs is directly correlated with too many free passes. So it's a pretty simple recipe.
Talan Bell gets to start tomorrow. What do you want to see out of him? Is he like on limited pitches from what I've heard?
Yeah, he's on a medical rehab progression, so it'll be a strict pitch count, 1 or 2 innings. But I'm more excited to see him out there. I mean, he's been working hard, and whether he does good or bad is irrelevant. It's more that he's back, and we're gonna get him in there. He's making his collegiate debut, so he's very excited and he's ready. I'm sure he's a little nervous as well, but everyone's excited for him and excited for him to make his debut as a Clemson Tiger. So he's got a very bright future. So regardless of how he does tomorrow, whether he does awesome or doesn't do great, it doesn't matter. He's going to be in there every week.
Coach, do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing that it's such a quick turnaround from today to tomorrow?
Always a good thing. Yeah, I mean, it's the best part of our sport. We don't have to wait a week, and we can get right back out there tomorrow and flush this one, because anytime you lose, it sucks to lose. Nobody likes losing. But when you can, hurry up and go to bed and wake up tomorrow, and it's already game day, and you got a new opportunity, that's awesome.
Coach, obviously you guys had a rough third inning, but after that your staff really came together and pretty much put a stop to Coastal. How much does that say about them to be able to flush the third inning and just start fresh?
Yeah, I mean, they made us pay with that third inning. 2 3-run homers, and a couple of those runs were with the free pass, but tip of the cap to Coastal. They made they get 5 hits, and they made a couple of them really count. And but that's still, even though we only gave up 2 runs outside of the third inning, there was still too many times we were flirting with danger. I mean, it's just even though there were a lot of zeros up, it's not the recipe to start the inning with a leadoff hit by pitch. That's not going to work in the ACC.
Anything else for Coach? All right.